And this matters. The law works in precedents. Once one person is convicted for telling a joke, that's it. And can we convict retrospectively? I mean, we have quite a lot of historical cases being tried at the moment, so, you know, why not convict John Cleese, Jerry Sadowitz? Let's dig Bill Hicks up. And if the judge has ruled that context is irrelevant, then surely even me reporting that he used the phrase gas the Jews is anti-Semitic. If context is irrelevant, I am right now inciting racial hatred according to the Scottish courts just by reporting the case. In which case, fuck it. If I'm going down in style. Higgskeil, facts or doys and noiska, eve of our fucking springtime for Hitler. And right, well, Tim, this is me miming being a Nazi fucking the Von Trapps. Fucking grow up, you stupid, authoritarian, humorless, tyrannical cunts.
Yeah.
I am outside Airdrie Sheriff Court, where earlier this week, YouTube comedian...
Well, I can't quit you, baby.
Oh, if you ask me, no matter who you are, that's funny. It's funny for so many different reasons on so many different levels. It shouldn't be illegal. When I first saw that, I called Mrs. Ogre out here. She was making breakfast, and I'd already seen it, but then it come to my mind. I was like, check this out. I didn't want to forget again. Popped it on. I said, look at this guy. He's got guts. He's doing this right in the door. I see Tommy Robinson waiting in front of for Dank to walk out of, right in front of their courthouse. He went right to their front door, mocked them to their face, and gave them a sound mocking. And then, I mean, what's next? You know, what comes up? I'm looking on Twitter today, and I am shocked to see the Milo show, and believe it or not, reporting on this. UK police may investigate comedian Jonathan Pye for free speech joke. No kidding. Popular satirist and comedian Tom Walker, known by his alias Jonathan Pye, has been reported to the UK Metropolitan Police over a video he uploaded regarding freedom of speech. What you just saw, okay? It was funny. If you didn't think it was funny, it wasn't funny. If you're offended, sorry, not really. But if you weren't offended, sorry, not really. It's just the way it is. It was meant as a joke. It was also meant as a point. It was satire to point you to a principle that freedom of speech is very important, it's paramount. So though he was reported for a social experiment, I want to show you all what this means, because I looked at this fella. I looked at his if I can find it again. I looked at his Twitter, and the guy that tweeted this out, he said he did this for a social experiment to see what the police would say. Well, anyway, I'll get to that, I guess, if I can find it. Here's what the police said. It says, it looks like the original message was an experiment to see the police response. Well, look. It says, hi there. A few days ago, an internet comedian, even call him a comedian, made an extremely offensive remark where he imitated being a Nazi and satirized the Holocaust. As a Jewish person, not only does this cause unimaginable offense, but I believe breaches various hate speech laws that others have rightly been convicted for. This man's online personality is known as Jonathan Pye. Here's the video. The offensive content starts at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I would like to know whether or not this would be investigated. This is the response from the police department, from the Metropolitan Police. Hi, it's understandable how this would cause distress. If you feel personally offended by this, we can arrange to come and see you and take a report. You can report here. Thanks. And then, yes, I did go and check this person out. They said they were doing it for a social experiment. Please, unless you want to see somebody go to jail, don't joke with the police about this. So I just wanted to give that, clear that up when it says, though he was reported for a social experiment, the Metropolitan Police have supposedly taken the speech code violation seriously. They have. In a screenshot uploaded to Twitter, which I just showed you, to his Twitter account, an anonymous man can be seen sending a direct message to the Met, complaining that Walker made extremely offensive remarks where he imitated being a Nazi and satirized the Holocaust in a recent video. The video in question was a skit coming to the defense of the infamous, he's going to love that, the infamous Count Dankula, also a.k.a. Count Dankula and a.k.a. What was that? Fuckface McHitler dog? Anyway, I just watched it on Bearing. It was pretty funny. So the infamous Count Dankula, in which YouTuber Count Dankula, real name, this guy, was found guilty of a hate crime and faces jail time over a joke video featuring his pug behaving like a Nazi. Peach must reappear in Scottish court next month for sentencing. And here's the guy, values. So yes, he said that I messaged the police about Jonathan Pie news as an experiment. Apparently, it's just as dystopian as we thought. Dystopian, however you want to pronounce that. Well, values, don't do this. Don't do this to this guy. I'm not just going to call you a dick or a moron, but you're a dick and a moron, dude. You don't draw attention to people this way. I mean, I would understand if you were working with Jonathan Pie, or Mr. Walker, whatever you want to call him. I'm calling him Jonathan Pie. I would understand if you were working with Mr. Pie. Well, okay, if he knew that this was going down, and he wanted to, to exercise his ability to protest, commit civil disobedience, and intentionally get himself arrested or prosecuted to make a point. Well, that's fine, but please, nobody else do this. But I do tell you what, I remember telling Mrs. Ogre, this guy's got balls. He's going to end up being arrested. They can't stop now. Dank was just the beginning. So I want to remind you folks, don't stop now. Don't stop. If you were revved up about it and you've forgotten, send a letter if you're there in the UK. Send that letter for Dank. Send that letter for Jonathan Pie. Send that letter for the Truck of Peace guy that got arrested. I can't remember his name. I should. So yeah, I mean, we cannot forget. We have to keep on. We have to continue fighting. And please, it's old, seems cliched, but the most important time to fight for someone's freedom to say whatever they want to say is when you do not agree with what's being said. It's as simple as that. You want it done for you. So let's stand up for Tommy Robinson. Let's stand up for Milo Yiannopoulos. Let's stand up for Sargon of Akkad. Let's stand up for Count Dankula. Let's stand up for Jonathan Pie. Please stand up for me if they ever come to get me, because goodness knows I don't try to stop myself from offending anybody in any way I possibly can. It's one of those things that makes the world go round and kind of makes life worth living now, isn't it? That being said, forget everything I've said here. You know the drill. It doesn't really matter. It's just one madman's thoughts. Check out, probably do part 5 of The Gunslinger today. If you want to check that out, check that out. Let me know what you think of it. And be good to your friends. Be good to your family members. Be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, your family member, or your loved one has done seems to be so huge, you'll never be able to forget about it. Because constant viewers, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, Count Dankula and Jonathan Pie will depart from you. Keep speech free!